Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, friends. In this video, as you know, we are creating the Django ERP application. So in this video, we will try to understand how we can use the Django session. So let's start. Here is the documentation for Django session. If you want to review the Django session, you can see this documentation also. It is actually middleware and already configured in installed app. So what is doing? It is actually saving all the things in memory in a session. If you can say it will save in all the things in browser cache. If user is, for example, when you are same, like for example, if you are using the Gmail, Google, and we are using anything, or we are using our emails, and when we are clearing our cache history, so it is clearing, otherwise it is keeping in our session. So there are two ways. One way is to save the thing in client base, another way is used save in database also. In client base, we are using cookie all session. So we can see that here there are details also. Anyways, I am using the session. So session will save all the things. Django session. It is pre-configured here. This. So let's see how we can use. So for this purpose, I created one template which we can say journal entry. In this template we have HTML form, and we use the bootstrap also. In fact, we are using the Django template here, and we are calling this template in our view using the URL. As we know that everything every template we are routing, this is MVT control system, so everything we are actually routing using the template, using the url.py file we have. So here I created the URL for that. Journal entry, delete line, create JV, and delete JV. Create JV, actually it is used to save data in database. If first we can save all the things in our session, then we can, if we want to finalize, then we can save changes in database. This is, I created separate file for this journal entry here, and we are calling this file in URL here site from ACCT journal entry, import journal entry, delete, create JV, delete JV. So we can directly go here in general entry file and we can see one step by step. There are 4 view I created. First, before starting the technical, I will show you how it is working. This is our login screen. This is new entry I created, new journal entry. This is simple form. This JV number actually it is in before we are creating, you can see here we were creating, it is automatically auto assign default function we created in models, and here actually I keep it blank here. At the time of saving in database it will auto generate from backend. I show you there, and voucher date will be also default date will save here. Reference number on for which document we are creating. So for example, I want to create this JV for PT cache or for any adjustment, any entry, anything. For example, for some for purchase invoice or sale invoice. So we can put here our number, for example. And here narration, we can put any narration. And this changes is actually saved in session, not in database still, until we can save here. So I can also open the database to show you. This is voucher master. No voucher is last voucher number is 50 number. So we are going to save this one. Add lines. Debit account, amount, so we can see here we are adding here we can define it is debit amount or credit amount. For credit we can capsule, close the capsule, or for edit we can debit for commit. Add line. This is one entry is created, and these things we saved in not in database, in only here in session. If you can check, see the database, nothing is saved, no voucher is created. Then for example, second account I will create, I put here credit amount 50. So debit 500, credit 50. Now I am going to save this one. It is showing debit and credit must be equal. So we can, what we have to do, we have to correct this entry, and we can put here add line 500. So still nothing is saved here. You can see it it is saving in session. Even we want to see here backend, you can see here the session also. For example, any parameter you want to see, we can check. See here. For example, I want to see the reference number. Or I want to see the JV lines. First I will show you this. For example, these two parameters I will show you. You can see here, sorry, before narration. The narration is also showing here. For example, if I want to see the JV lines, these all things are coming from session. You see here line number 1, line account code, sub account code, everything is showing here. All things are actually keeping in session until, for example, I don't want to save in database. I simply put here. You see here now voucher is created. I want to see, if I will exit from here, what will happen? I will check. It is not saved, deleted. Still it is keeping in session. If I can log out or I can delete from here, it will remove from memory, from browser history, like this. So, and how we can save in database, I show you. We can just save here. Database, new entry is created, JV number 51, and we can see the details also. This is create amount and debit amount is created. Like this we are making. Now I will show you the technicals. For saving in database, I created a simple thing. First I will go here. create JV function. Here it is checking the balance. First it will it actually in our session, before showing this one, I will show you the how we can keeping the things in session. This is actually our main function, which is actually saving the things in session. We are checking if request that mode is equal to post. How we can check? When we can press the add line button, so it is actually submitting here. Submit button there is. So I will open the template also. Here I have button, submit button, input type submit, add line, which you see here, add line, this one. If request that mode method is equal to post, what it will do, it will save what is the input there, request that post dot get JV number, using the name of the HTML. It is actually getting the request is actually request dot post is actually saving, getting that we can get this one value of JV number, and we can save in one variable. What is the value of JV post JV number? That we are already here. This one, JV number. This value we can keep here, like this: voucher date, reference number, narration, all. This is master. The master parameters are saving in variables. After this, we are actually making one serial sequence number for actually details for sorting purpose. So I am saying serial number is equal to request dot session dot get serial number or 1. If there is no, in session there is no variable with serial number, so you can assign 1. First time it will bring the 1. Second time, because this is actually not number type, anyhow I created, so I am saying here it is if request dot session, because first time it is created, second time what it will do, +1. If already there, then +1, and then we are assigning this again in str form, string form in session. And this is there is one data type in Python which we are saying the dictionary data type. It is same like the JSON data type. This is very powerful data type of the one of the powerful data type of Python. We are actually saving the things like dictionary, same like JSON, and but we are saving here in nested way also. Nested dictionaries. So I created one dictionary here blank, and I am assigning a nested dictionary serial number, which number I created, and in that serial I am saying you can request dot post dot sub account, which sub account is posted here downside, sub account, this one, value of that one it will save here in this dictionary. Then I need, using the sub account, I need the name of the sub account also and code, which I am getting from the model sub account dot object dot filter, and values sub account title, sub account code, and that I am also saving the dictionary data type, which is the Python data type, data of this one, and request. And then where is one I also put there, I'll show you here, no? This one. If you can inspect here, this switch, actually it is check box, no? But in bootstrap we can make also switch. So I made a switch. What is the value of the switch? If it is tr type is equal to debit, then debit amount, I am creating one variable in dictionary, get the amount, any amount, and debit amount, this amount you can get in debit amount, one dictionary key, this is key and this is value. Then if it is created, so one key, create a new key, created amount, and save this value amount. Then it is checking, if not, request.session.jvlines. If there is no, in session there is no value of the session line, so create new session. In session, create new variable jvlines. Else, last jvline, you can get the request.jv and add. How we are doing it actually? If you want to merge, add two lists, no? So I creating the two dictionaries. This is a way of the merging two dictionaries. Double static, first created one and last one. So we are merging, and we already have key. I created serial number, no? So it is saving serial by serial. Then here we are sorting. This is actually one function for creating the sorting the dictionary. So here we are sorting the dictionary request.session for I in key value, and then we are assigning our all the parameters we are taking here. In parameters we are keeping in session. Request.session.jvline is equal to like this, sorted by sorted way. Otherwise, reference number, narration, JV number, and watcher date. And then redirect to journal entry. Same URL, this URL. And everything is saved in dictionary. So if you want like this, we are saving. And there is one button, if you delete another function I created, delete journal entry, journal lines. Here I am taking ID, jvlines request.session.get jvlines, and what is ID, current ID, what is the delete button is doing here. Actually, if you want to make this delete button, this button delete, it is saving here, and then it is deleting. Like here, if you can check, this one, this URL, which we already defined here in URL. Delete JV. No, sorry, delete journal line, this one. It is actually making that line blank. which is the serial number. This sequence number we created, na? It is getting the serial number from here, serial number, and making a blank. Here it is taking input. And for deletion of JV, we are making all the things blank. Even I have to put here another one which I forget. Delete. Lines. Now it is deleted completely. I forget that one. Now we can commit also our code. It will actually merge our GitHub. So this is way. And if somebody will save this one like this, press this button. In HTML template we already defined here. Journal entry. Save button. It is going to URL create URL. Na? So create URL will go to create JV view. This is create JV view. It is search. First it is checking the balance. It is making one variable and converting into float. If balance is equal to 0, I mean debit and credit is equal to 0, it is saving in balance. What is saving? Balance, one variable, plus balance equal to balance plus get debit amount. If debit amount is blank or 0, minus credit amount. For example, debit 50 and credit is minus 50, then it is okay. Debit is 50 and credit is 50, so it is subtract, it is 0. If debit is, for example, 50 and credit is 51, so it is minus 1, so it will check here. If balance is equal to 0, then create entry. This is creating one, we are creating getting the primary key instance using this API jv.objects.api. We already created what is JV. Watcher master as JV. This alias I given to watcher master, and watcher detail I give the alias JV details, just for easy shortcut, sir. So it is saving date. Actually I remove here date. By default you already define one model, it is going automatically. So it is generating the JV number using this method which we created already. I show you before. I can show again here in models. This is in this watcher model we created one function. It is making the JV number, and here see watcher date default time zone dot now. Default it will come there, so that's why I remove from here. Watcher type JV and reference number request dot session dot, which we already all the things in our session, na? So we can easily catch from there. Reference number, narration, and save, and then go for detail. Here we already have GB lines there using the sequence number and data. We are actually unpacking our GB lines dictionary here, which first we can see we can getting the instance of the main account and sub account like this. We are searching here and using the main account. Everything we want to save in database, we need instance also for a primary key and foreign key. So main account is checking from here, getting the value of sub account, main account, and sub account like this. Because the data, what is the data? Data.get, data is here in session. In session we are unpacking in one variable. Then we are using the JV details.create object.create this Django API. We are assigning the voucher number, voucher ID, which is this one, primary key is foreign key here in detail. Main account, which we get from here instance using the main account, sub account, narration, everything, and return to journal entry. And even we can also here before return we can also clean all the things, so it will remove from after making this one. Remove everything from cache. So, and for example, if debit and credit is not equal, na, here, if you are in this condition, it is saving. Else what it will do, it will redirect also there, but with message, add message request info debit and credit must be equal, or we can also make our database for messaging. So I am just here, I put the message. So thank you very much for watching this video.